If someone truly loves you, why do they seem to pull away sometimes? It's a question many women ask themselves when someone who clearly cares deeply starts acting distant. It can be confusing, frustrating, and even hurtful. However, there are real reasons why someone who loves or likes you may ignore you. Let's explore 9 surprising reasons why this might happen and what it could really mean. He's afraid of coming on too strong. When a man deeply cares about someone, he might worry about being too intense or eager, especially if he's unsure of your feelings. To avoid overwhelming you or making you feel pressured, he might choose to hold back. This fear of being too much could make him act distant, even if he cares for you. Appearing too attached can make him create emotional distance, even though deep down he wants to be close to you. In his mind, holding back feels safer than risking rejection. It allows him to control his emotions while watching how you respond. This emotional restraint doesn't mean he's not interested, it's actually a way of protecting himself. He may believe that by creating some space, the relationship can develop naturally without feeling rushed. Ironically, the more he cares, the more likely he is to build these emotional walls. So, even though it feels like he's ignoring you, he's actually trying to protect both of you from getting overwhelmed by intense emotions or moving too quickly. He's protecting his own feelings. For many men, intense emotions can be overwhelming, especially when they lead to feelings of vulnerability. Ignoring you might be his way of building a wall between himself and the uncomfortable feelings that come with being vulnerable. Even though he truly cares, he may have been hurt in past relationships, making him cautious. Keeping you at a distance feels like a way to protect himself from getting too emotionally involved, in case things don't work out as he hopes. This behavior isn't a sign that he's not interested, but rather his way of avoiding potential heartbreak. The thought of getting hurt, especially when his feelings are strong, can make him act distant. By ignoring you, he thinks he's creating a buffer that shields him from this vulnerability. In reality, it's his way of managing his emotions without letting them control him entirely, giving him a sense of control over his feelings for you. 3. He wants to appear mysterious or hard to get. In his mind, there's value in being mysterious, especially if he thinks it might make him more attractive to you. Many men believe that creating distance makes them appear more interesting and desirable, and he might be playing into this notion. By ignoring you, he hopes you'll be intrigued and start to wonder about him, adding an element of chase to the dynamic. To him, pulling away slightly creates an allure that he believes will deepen your attraction. He's essentially banking on the idea that absence makes the heart grow fonder. Rather than being openly affectionate, he wants you to think about him, to notice his absence, and to feel a little tug of curiosity. In his mind, this tactic gives him an edge, allowing him to draw you in without coming across as too available. While it may seem like he's uninterested, it's actually a strategy he believes will build attraction by keeping you guessing. 4. He's not sure if you feel the same way. Uncertainty about your feelings can make him hesitant to move forward, so he might pull back to gauge where you stand. If he's deeply invested, the thought of being turned down is something he wants to avoid, and distancing himself can feel like a safer choice. Ignoring you, in his view, is a way of protecting himself from potential disappointment without explicitly addressing his feelings. In this way, he might be waiting for a signal from you that shows you're interested, hoping you'll reach out or make an effort. This approach allows him to feel more secure, knowing he's not the only one invested. To him, it's a calculated risk. If you reciprocate, it confirms his feelings are valid. If not, he saves himself the pain of outright rejection. This kind of hesitancy isn't about lack of care, it's more about his need for reassurance. 5. He's struggling to find the right words or actions. Sometimes, when emotions are strong, even the most confident guy can feel unsure of what to say or do. He may worry about coming across as awkward or saying the wrong thing, so ignoring you feels like a safer option than risking a mistake. This internal struggle often keeps him from expressing himself openly, even though he's interested, and ignoring you allows him to avoid situations where he might feel out of control or vulnerable. He may also feel pressure to impress you, which can add to his anxiety. By keeping his distance, he's essentially buying himself time to figure out how to act around you. In his mind, pulling away temporarily is a way to avoid saying something he might later regret or something that could damage the connection he's hoping to build. This hesitancy isn't about a lack of interest, rather, it's his way of coping with his own nervousness and uncertainty. 6. He's testing how much you'll chase after him. Sometimes, creating distance is a way for him to test your level of interest. By pulling back, he's curious to see if you'll reach out or make an effort to close the gap. For him, it's a subtle way to measure how much you care and if you're willing to invest energy into keeping the connection alive. This test isn't about manipulation, but rather a way for him to feel reassured that you're just as interested as he is. In his mind, if you respond by trying to connect, it's a clear sign that his feelings are reciprocated. This need for validation can make him act in ways that seem distant, but it's actually a way for him to feel more secure. It's a reassurance mechanism. If you're reaching out, he feels valued and confident that you're in this together, helping him open up emotionally in the long run. 7. He's trying to slow things down. When emotions start moving quickly, he may feel the need to slow the pace. If he's sensing that things are progressing faster than he's comfortable with, pulling back gives him room to process his emotions without feeling overwhelmed. Ignoring you temporarily allows him to create a sense of balance, making sure he's not diving in too deep too fast. This isn't about disinterest, but rather his way of controlling the pace so he feels grounded. By creating a bit of distance, he's trying to ensure that he's ready for whatever comes next. To him, slowing down is about preserving the relationship by not letting his emotions dictate every decision. This space helps him feel in control and confident, allowing him to appreciate the connection without feeling like he's losing himself in the intensity of his feelings. For him, it's a way of maintaining balance in an otherwise intense emotional experience. 8. He's dealing with personal issues he can't share. Sometimes, his distance isn't about you but about personal struggles he's handling alone. He might feel burdened by work, family issues, or personal insecurities, and doesn't want to involve you until he's sorted things out. In his mind, ignoring you is a way of keeping you protected from his issues, allowing him to maintain his image in the relationship. To him, this distance feels like a form of self-sufficiency, where he manages his problems without placing a burden on you. Men often have a strong desire to appear together in front of the person they care about. By pulling back, he believes he's sparing you from stress. It's a sign that he wants to keep the relationship positive and undisturbed, so he pulls back to deal with his issues privately. This approach, although frustrating, reflects his hope to manage things independently while keeping your connection intact. 9. He's unsure of his next move. When he genuinely cares, he might feel pressure to take a big step, which can cause him to freeze. The idea of defining the relationship or making things official might feel daunting, so he pulls away to buy time. Ignoring you becomes his way of putting off a decision, giving him a chance to think clearly about what he wants. To him, this space helps him manage his anxiety about the future. This hesitation doesn't mean he's uncertain about you, it's more about his own readiness. By creating distance, he's allowing himself to find clarity on his terms without feeling rushed. This temporary withdrawal is his way of making sure he's fully prepared for what lies ahead. While it may come across as indifference, it's actually a sign that he values the relationship enough to want to get it right. If you have made it this far, let us know what you think in the comments section below. For more interesting topics, make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Thanks for watching.